What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make Indigo Park Chapter 1 in Minecraft. This is part 5. And in this one, we're going to be finishing off this area. I think that's this part. I genuinely don't remember. And also getting the entirety of the gift shop done. So yeah, that's all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Here's a random fun fact. I just recorded part 4 before this, and I entirely forgot if I actually said the part number in the intro. I had to go back and watch the clip before I normally would have, to be like, did I actually say the part number? Anyway, this is part 5, and I know that for a fact. You want to head back into this other area, and where we were working in the last part, if you weren't like I was. And you want to get out the following to start. Spruce stairs. Spruce trapdoors. Dark oak signs, light gray concrete, crimson trapdoors. Oh, this is such an unfortunate, just like all of it's unfortunate. Polished blackstone walls. It always is, to be fair. It always is against me, I feel like. Diorite walls. White banners. And we'll go sea lanterns. So we'll start off with the benches, right? Or do I want to... Well, it's too late now. I have to sneeze again. Head over to the left diagonal here. Left of the entrance, this one. And you want to, off of this cyan concrete, place a spruce trapdoor on the top. Oh my god. I just, like, I couldn't stop it. I could feel it slowly creeping up on me. You'll crouch and place a trapdoor on top, open to the right if you're looking at it. Off of that trapdoor, the thin side, you'll place another one. Actually, not against it. You'll have one... Oh, this is going to be fun to place. You'll have one here that is open forwards, like so. Then off of the right side of that, another one open to the right. Then another one off the back of that open forward, and then another one open to the right. Underneath each of these right ones, you will have spruce trapdoors, kind of like this. So you have a diagonal line. You can... Against the front wall on the opposite side, over here, you want to start where this crimson trapdoor is here, and you're going to place an upside down spruce stair facing, if you're looking at it, left. Left of that, 2 trapdoors, and then an upside down spruce stair facing right. You'll then count over, leave a gap of 1, place a light gray concrete. Left of that, an upside down spruce stair facing left. Left of that, 2 trapdoors in the top half of the block, then an upside down stair facing right. Gap of 1, light gray, upside down stair facing left, that is spruce, 2 trapdoors to the left, and then an upside down stair facing right, like so. On top of each of these spruce stairs and trapdoors, you'll place more spruce trapdoors open kind of against the wall. They aren't actually going to be against the wall for the most part, or for the some part, but I'll give you this. As for those light gray concretes, you're going to place crimson trapdoors on top, along with in front of them, and then for the one that you can, you'll place one behind. Off of the sides of these back trapdoor rows, at least where you can, you'll just crouch and place dark oak signs kind of off of them, which will give you some nice railings. And those are tall benches, but you can't where the trash cans are. Just going to have to live with it, unfortunately. Cool. There are a couple more trash cans. I think there are 3 more. Turning to your left off of this flat purple pillar, you have a light gray at the bottom with your crimson trapdoors along the kind of sides, like so. You'll have 2 where the windows are here. That is definitely a face, and you can't convince me otherwise. One is from the right window. You'll be just kind of off of this bottom left cyan, actually. And the other one is from the left half of the actual window on the left side. You'll have a gap of 1 moving forward, black gray. Crimson trapdoors open against these sides, and also 1 on top. I like to keep the direction of the kind of slats the same. It doesn't matter necessarily, but I just kind of do. It is light time. You can start behind this back left rooted dirt and place a polished blackstone wall. You're going to leave a gap of 5 to the right and place another one on the 6 block. You're then going to leave a gap of 11 And on the 12th block, you'll place one, which is actually in line with this purple as well. And then you will yet again leave a gap of 5. Place one on the 6th. These are lined up with the purples kind of on these pillars here that are going to eventually lead to the next area back, but we're not there yet. One more thing, as you're doing these lights, I just kind of forgot to mark these. From the purple kind of either side of the entrance at the furthest back point, you will count back 3 and in 1, and you will place a polished black stone on either side here, or polished black stone wall on either side here. And both of these are on, so if I go up 4 and smack a sea lantern in, there you go. I just entirely forgot these were here, I can't even lie. So, yeah. You should know each of these lights work. You can actually get rid of your crimson trapdoors and get out smooth quartz slabs. And start by extending each polished black stone wall up by 3, and then that top wall you'll bring in each direction by 1, excluding up, because you just brought it up. Anyway. The only thing that you need to know is which ones are on and which ones are off, if you are familiar with it. They're all on except for, not the furthest right, but one in from that. So this guy, you'll place a smooth quartz block in the center with a slab on top. All the others, you'll place sea lanterns with smooth quartz slabs on top instead. And then off each side of the sea lantern or smooth quartz block, you'll just place diorite walls. Alternatively, on top of those polished blackstone walls that are kind of chilling there. Cool. And then off of these side polished blackstone walls, I'll place white banners, kind of pointed forward. Like so. What else? A couple things else. That's not grammatically correct. You can clear your inventory regardless of grammar and get out the following. Dark oak planks. We got a couple signs to do in a second. Dark oak fence. Nether brick wall. One poor lone bamboo stair. Bamboo slabs, which actually have nothing to do with that stair, I kid you not. Cobble deep slate slabs. Granite stairs. Granite slab. And andesite slab. That'll almost get us done here. So, over near the window, you kind of just have a bamboo stair chilling in the middle. It is placed, I think it's the 4th block out, in line with the back more of the middle 2 glasses, and it's facing forward. On the unrelated bamboo note, over the doorway that you would enter through on the left here, the gift shop, you want to, above either warp slab, you're going to place a bamboo plank here on the wall. We're just going to use slabs for all of it, and we're going to look at it this way, so. Connect those together with upside down slabs, each with slabs on top. And then if you, essentially underneath these upside down slabs, you'll want bamboo planks. I'm going to do weird things to get there, but you want this, essentially. Bring those planks left and right with slabs, and bring those slabs down with upside down slabs. That would say something or other, I don't actually remember. On the back wall here, well, kind of back wall, where this opening is, the left one, you're going to place cobble deep set slabs kind of in front of you, the purple. Right of that, you'll have a gap of 1 and then a granite slab. And then I'll move all the way over to the other side, and I will place a granite stair in this corner. We don't even need the andesite slabs. I'm going to place it anyway. It's kind of up diagonally, or it's back diagonally right from this magenta terracotta 11 andesite block with a slab both behind that block and also on top of that block. I'll then get rid of the andesite and get our dark oak trapdoors. Right of this granite stair, I'll place 3 trapdoors. The middle one, I'll bring back 1. I will take this full row of 3 and have it in front of itself that is also shifted left a row. And in the center of that row of 3, I'll bring forward again. Try to keep it all the trapdoors the same direction. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I, scratched my shirt and it felt really weird. Anyway, you want to take the furthest left bench of the 3, and from this spruce stair on the left half of it, you want to count back by 5. Then left 1 and place a dark oak plank. Dark oak fence going up. Nether brick wall, and then another dark oak fence above that. Both the top and the bottom fences I will bring in each direction by 1, again excluding up or down, because you can't for the bottom one, and you just don't want to for the top one. I will surround the nether brick walls in a square of dark oak fences, which essentially means I'm going to connect these overhanging fences together, and then just kind of place additional fences on the corners from there. And then the flat side of each of those rows of 3 I'll bring out with another fence. If you think that looks kind of dumb and clunky, what you could do is get out structure voids and smack structure voids kind of on these ends instead. I kind of think the fences look better. I can't even lie. I don't like the way that looks, but you can try it. You can mess around with it. I didn't really think too hard. Or you can just remove them entirely. That also works. Oh yeah, I was like, I feel like there's something else, but I'm just thinking about the fact that I still need to do the moss. That wasn't it, though, that I needed that we're going to do next. Get out the following. Smooth quartz slabs. Smooth quartz blocks. Purple stairs. Diorite slabs. And diorite stairs. Where this center pillar is at the very top center, you're going to place a smooth quartz block off this purple. Extended left and right by 1, and then extended out with a slab on either side. Bring that full row of 5 down with a row of blocks. Center 3 blocks you'll bring down with upside down slabs, like so. The next thing you're going to do is take the... Can this send? There we go. Sorry, I had to answer a text because I know if I didn't, I would get called. You want to take this left slab here and place an upside down purple stair in front of it facing right. Right of it, an upside down stair facing left. And underneath the first one you place, you'll have an upside down purple stair facing left. Right of that one, you'll have an upside down diorite stair facing right. Right of that, a slab. Down with an upside down slab. Bring that one right one. You'll then up diagonally right place a diorite slab here. Left of that, off of this smooth quartz, you'll have a block off the top half, or upside down slab off the top half. Above that, purple stair facing right. Right of that, stair facing left. And then bring each of those up with an upside down stair facing the same way. I didn't think that was going to work, placing it off the lever, but it did, so. That should give you this. That's like a smaller version of the front sign. Now, it's time for that moss. Again, if you need a refresher, you just need a moss block and bone meal. And if you take really any block of the rooted dirt, doesn't matter which one, replace it with a moss block, and then just have fun with it, bone mealing it repeatedly, making sure you only try to bone meal the blocks. If you bone meal the carpet, it doesn't do anything. And try to cover most of the space. Now, if you're in survival doing this, 1, God help you, but 2... I would actually recommend replacing the rooted dirt with just regular dirt and then going back in and filling the rooted dirt back, because you're going to lose all of this rooted dirt to the moss, and you're not going to get it back. It's going to be gone. So I just wouldn't actually bother with all that. I would just get rid of it and go from there. But if you're in creative like me, you can then just kind of take this corner, copy the coordinate, and if you're familiar with how to do slash fill, cool. Actually, you have to be, so I will explain it a little bit better. I'm going to take this corner here, and I'm just going to stand on this block, and I'm going to copy my coordinate. For me, I can use Control-Alt-C. If you can't, just note it down. You could even put it in the chat like this. 27293. And then when you go to type it later, you can press either the up arrow key or up on the D-pad if you're on controller. And when you're in chat, it should pull that back up. And then when you would be typing the command, you just put it in front like that. But then what I'll do is I'll go to the kind of other side. I'm actually going to go outside of the boundaries of the map here and kind of underneath. I want to make sure that I'm further forward than this and further left than this. And I'll just kind of be here. Doesn't matter how low necessarily. I'll do slash fill, tilde, tilde, tilde for that other coordinate. And then I'll do the copy paste for the first. So if you just were using the coordinate before, you can just type this at the beginning. And then you will do dirt with roots, replace moss blocks, like so. And if you're mega lazy like I am, you can also actually stay down here and do air, replace, that is not how you spell replace flowering azalea. And that will remove those for you, because I don't like those, they're not very nice. That is a lot of grass. But it should give you this. And again, I do really like the feeling that gives. I don't like that this has absolutely nothing though, so I'm just going to give it one short grass. That's another little area done. Congrats. What we're going to do is we're going to ignore going back now, and well, obviously, because we have to do the gift shop. So, first thing I'm going to actually tell you to do is... I changed my mind, actually. I was going to have you do the window first, or we're going to do the window first, but I don't know how that wall works, so I'm going to wait. Head inside the gift shop and get out the following. Spruce planks. Spruce slabs. Spruce stairs. Okay, that's what I was wondering about. Netherwort. If you don't like the way netherwort looks, you could also try crimson nylium. I think that might look nice. Acacia wood, also a little more vibrant. And we're gonna go yellow concrete. And maybe polished basalt. Oh, there's some texturing in here. Who would have guessed? So, from the doorway, if you're looking at it here, you want to place a spruce plank kind of off the strip birch on either side and extend it out by 3 on both sides. I want to take these specifically the right side and extend it toward me with a spruce plank. Acacia wood facing up. Spruce plank. Spruce slab. I will then ignore that slab. Actually, no, I'm not going to ignore that slab. No, I am going to. I changed my mind twice. Take this spruce plank here and extend it right with 4 slabs, and then a plank. You'll then go back with 4 slabs, plank, 4 slabs, plank. I will extend that plank right 1, and then toward me an additional 7. I'm then going to ignore the rest of this for now and head to the left side. This plank, and I'll extend it toward me by 4. Then left by 6. And then pretty much all the way back, and I'm going to connect right, or I guess forward, and connect all the way right into this plank here, and that will give you the room size like so. Cool. If you so choose, you can fill in the floor with netherwort right now. I'm going to. Did I say the thing yet in this part? I don't think I did. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. Regardless, I am for the most part. Will I be able to do 3 again? That's the real question. Find out? Never, because it wouldn't actually make a difference to you all. This is kind of laggy for some reason. I wonder if it's the creating of the shadows that is causing the issues for the lag. Very well might be. It's like the active rendering of it. Never thought about it. Other than the fact that I'm like, wow, this is laggy. But, like, they shouldn't be lagging. There's nothing here. Other than Baldi, but Baldi is, like, the last thing I should be concerned about. I don't even think that's close enough for anything laggy to render in. I don't know. Cool. What we can do now is we can deal with these shelves. So each spruce slab you want to extend basically back with a spruce stair that'll face towards it. Now when you do this, you're gonna have to bring the planks back a little bit to just fill in whatever other space, like on the sides here, but it should give you this. You'll then copy that plank slab, or plank, yeah, no, stair slab on top of itself an additional 3 times. So you have in total 4 shelves, kind of. And you'll bring up these spruce as you do that as well on these sides. The only other thing, though, is this acacia wood you'll just bring up by 1, and then you'll have 2 spruce planks above it from there. But, yeah. If you are worried about lighting, you'll have to block off most of this. The only one you wouldn't is this first one here, because that's in line with that window. But, yeah. Cool. I will from that point extend these spruce planks up an additional 2 rows. On top of these spruce stair rows, I'll place upside-down spruce stairs. And these side ones I'll bring kind of forward by 1, where they'll face in like this to kind of give you a bit of an arch. And then the top spruce planks I'll just connect over top of these to give you the full shelves, like so. The only other thing is this bottom spruce slab, I couldn't make up my mind about it. You're just going to bring all the way around. At least for the shelving, like so. You don't want to go any further than that. As for the rest of the build, you can just bring the walls up by 5 with spruce to equal the same height. And yeah. Also go over top of the doorway with the top 3. And then we'll fill in the ceiling, and then we'll start decorating, and then we'll have to break a bunch of the ceiling because there's 2 areas of texturing with 2 different blocks, funnily enough. Who would have thought? I actually might, before we get too far in this room, do the window, because if I don't do it in this part, I feel like I'm going to forget. And I don't want to do that, so... Yeah, we'll probably do it after we fill in the ceiling and get the bit of yellow concrete in that I was planning on. Should end up with this. I actually kind of want to do the yellow first. There are 2 splashes of yellow. One is over top of the doorway, so if you're looking at the door, you want to not the row of spruce directly above, but 1 more up, you'll just place yellow concrete in place of it, just over top the door. I'll bring it diagonally down in either direction, like so. The wall to the left of this kind of panel, it's not actually the left wall, it's still on this side, but it's just this row of 6. I'm going to 1 row down from the ceiling, break the middle 2, and replace with yellow of the spruce. I'll another row down do the same, but I'll also bring that row left and right an additional 1 to kind of give you what looks like a hat. That's a symbol for something in some game, I swear. I don't remember. Bring these side yellows down an additional 1, which will give you this. Now, ceiling. You're filling it in with polished basalt facing front to back. If you don't want to do that, you can do a slash fill. You just have to do the pillar axis thing. I'm not going to, actually. I'm going to kill a little bit of time. I don't mind if there's a few extra parts. I say that now. 5 parts in, I say that, but 25 parts in, I won't be saying that. That's for sure. Especially on landing pad, oh god. Oh, landing pad is gonna be the death of me, I think. It's better now, to be fair, because they did make it, I think it used to be, like, 6 different colors or something, but they reverted it to just orange and yellow. So that will make my life a little easier. Still not easy, but a little easier. Rather than having to juggle, like, 7 million different concretes. It's just orange and yellow. And lime and green at some parts. Lime and green is the floor, I think, actually. But that also did... That used to be blue and cyan, I think. I don't remember. I just remember that it was something like that. Like, it was 2 of a similar shade of color, and I feel like it was blue. Oh, what did I break? A stair. Splendid. Glad I heard that. Anyway, you should have this. As I mentioned, I'm out of here. I don't like this room anymore. Head to the outside, and you can actually kind of head up here and to the back side of this window. And you don't have to clear your inventory or anything. Well, you can just get out smooth quartz blocks and smooth quartz slabs. And you almost want to just bring the, like, perimeter of the window back with 3 rows of smooth quartz. Which would include the warp slabs, actually. You're just kind of pulling those through with upside down smooth quartz slabs. This is going to get tight real quick, by the way, just as a fair warning. Cool. I will smack an additional row of spruce planks here on the left side. And then, starting from the far bottom, I'll place 2 spruce slab rows coming out here. Actually, just 1? Oh, no, it is 2. Never mind. Haha. I'm dumb. You will, a block above that, place 2 rows of upside down spruce slabs. I'm then going to get rid of maybe the polished basalt and yellow concrete and get out light blue candles and lime candles. And on the furthest left block, I'll place 4 light blue candles, and on not the one directly right of that, but one more over, I'll place 4 lime candles. Full gap of 1 above that, so off of this row of spruce planks, I'll place 2 rows of slabs moving forward, and then you can just kind of break out of this and free yourself, which I'm crouching now, but I will do this, and there you go. That's what it should look like. You could have also broken the glass, I guess, to do that. That would have made it easier, but too late for that now. Okay, so you can head back inside the gift shop, and we're going to kind of just start doing things. But you can start by clearing your inventory first. And you can get out the following to start. Do I want to start with pixel art? Yeah, sure. Iron bars. And then you're going to want the following concretes. You want blue, light gray, white, black, light blue, purple, and then you'll want white terracotta, and a payload button. Sure, why not? Off of the acacia wood on this top one, you'll place a payload button. Left and right of the door, you'll have a couple iron bars just sticking up like so. Just, I don't know what that would be, actually. Like railings for a door. To the left of that, at eye level, you're placing a blue concrete in the wall here. Left of that, a white terracotta. Above that, a row of 2 light gray concrete. Above that, a white concrete on the left and a white terracotta on the right. On the other side, you're going to pretty much same thing. You can actually break the 2x3 preemptively. Place a black concrete in the bottom left with a white terracotta to the right. Row of 2 black above that. And then above that, white terracotta on the left, white concrete on the right. I'm pretty sure these are like real people actually on these, which is weird because you never see that in any of these. It's always just posters of the characters from the game. But this is actually real person. People. Not person. I said it intentionally, I don't know. You want it on the back wall, which is this one, the flat one. Well, there are 2 flat ones. The only one that is fully flat from furthest left point to furthest right point of the room, or furthest points of the room, whatever. Take the top left spruce plank. I'm just going to shut up. You will count to the right by 7. I guess I can't, actually. Down by 1 and replace this with a purple. Right of that purple, a white. And then you want to... To explain this better, you're going to place a purple down diagonally right from the original purple. Place a light blue concrete under each purple, and then in the bottom left kind of remaining block, you'll place a white concrete. Cool. Next up, clear your inventory. Again, this is getting old. Get out the following. You want stripped spruce wood, white carpet, smooth quartz slabs, diorite slabs, jungle signs, my favorite. Dark oak signs, also my favorite. Glass blocks. Why is that floating? That threw me so off. Hold on. Block of coal. And tripwire hooks. It's part of like a... part of the debris pile, but it's just funny to see. I don't know. So from the entrance, sure, we can start from this kind of corner to the right, this spruce plank corner. And off of actually this wall to the right a block, you'll place 2 block of coal extending up here with tripwire hooks off each side. It's kind of like those sunglass holders or whatever you want to call them. You'll take the 3rd block behind this, which will be this block right here that is from the coal, and you'll place another coal with 1 forward diagonally right. From this coal, the last one we would have placed, you'll count to the left by 4 and place 3 strips spruce wood extending over. They should all face up. Gap of 3 and then 3 more. Extend each of those spruces back by 3 each. And going front to back down the center of these, you'll place smooth quartz slabs on top. White carpets on the sides. And then you'll place around the border of the strip spruce a bunch of jungle signs like so. If you are on PC Bedrock, or I think Java should work as well, again, you can do the control block pick thing to be able to just place them really quick. If you followed enough of my other tutorials and this isn't your first, hopefully you know that. If not, you can, whatever your block pick button is, if you press control block pick, you'll see it gives you a sign with data. This works with a lot of blocks to just keep the data that you have. So like essentially, if I were to type pancake on this sign and I control block pick it, plus another sign, you see it says pancake. And it only works well with this because it automatically places and doesn't pull up the text box because you would have text on it already. Except you don't, so it just doesn't do it. It's quite nice. Anyway. Behind these shelves on the left here, you want to extend across with, again, upward facing strip spruce until you are one block short of the end of that second thing. So in line with the center of that second little shelf thing, which should be 12 over. Yes. Going left to right on top of that, you'll place a diorite slab, 4 white carpet, diorite slab, glass, white carpet, diorite slab, that was not diorite, 2 white carpet, and then a diorite slab. Similar thing here, you're going to have the jungle signs off of the front side of each strip spruce. You don't have to go all the way around, I guess you could if you wanted. Off of the back side of each diorite slab, you'll want a dark oak sign. Wah. I didn't mean to type anything. And the glass block, you'll just bring all the way up. This little thing with a critter cuff comes from. So, yeah. From the end of this counter, you want to leave a gap of 3 and place a strip spruce wood here. Up diagonally left and forward, you'll place another strip spruce, which is this one, you will place a jungle sign off each side of it. You can put a white carpet on top if you want. I didn't, but it's an option. For the, mass of stuff, we will worry more about that later once everything else in this room is done. And it's probably not going to be block for block, but I'll give you the blocks that are used in it. And maybe a couple things block for block like that. You can clear inventory if you haven't already and get out the following. You want iron bars, honeycomb blocks, birch signs, glow ink sac, yellow dye, andesite walls, light gray concrete, stone brick slabs, and blackstone slabs, which we will use for blocks again. So, starting from the beginning of the, line, I guess. If you head to the entrance of the room, you want to just immediately turn to your left, and on this first slab, place a birch sign facing right. Count down a line and type enter, down another line here, just in all caps, and then you can place your glowing sac and yellow dye on it. You'll take the slab behind that, and off of it in the floor kind of here, you'll place a honeycomb. You'll count back diagonally left 2 from that, another honeycomb, count back 3, another, count back 3 and right 1, another, count right 3, another, count right 3, and then 1 more. Out of these back 3 honeycomb, you'll take the furthest left one and place an iron bar in front. Okay, extended right by 4. I just tried to say 4 words at once and none of them came out. In the back left-hand corner of this build, you want to or in this room, not or against the floor, 1 block up, you'll place 3 andesite walls extending forward. Have another row above. To the right of that, you'll leave a gap of 1 and place 3 light gray extending up. Stone brick slab to the right, and then you're going to go down diagonally right and forward with an upside down stone brick slab, which will have a blackstone block in front of it. That blackstone block will be brought both left and right by 1, and then you'll have a full row of slabs on top. That's a little TV with Rambly where he gets all excited or whatever. 1 more set of materials, and then I can explain the trash pile to you. You want to get out the following. Iron trapdoors, dark oak trapdoors, granite walls, oak slabs, and stone stairs. In the front right-hand corner next to this kind of yellow, you're going to go back with 2 oak slabs. You're then going to, above that second oak slab, place a granite wall. Behind that, 3 dark oak trapdoors against the bottom half of that block. Then behind that, still or back against the floor, you'll place 2 oak slabs going back. Granite wall on top of that slab, or above it, I guess. Dark oak trapdoor on top of each granite wall with 1 more extended forward. A block above that, you'll place a 4 row of iron trapdoors that is the length of that. From the top back right-hand corner on the wall, you want to, from the spruce, count left 2 and down 1, and place going down just 3 upside-down stone stairs facing right. Left of each, you'll have stairs facing to the, or facing forward. There is one more thing I would recommend adding in the pile that I'm going to tell you for sure, which is getting out smooth red sandstone stairs and slabs, along with just birch slabs. I think it's only a plank, but I'm going to get out slabs anyway. In front of this bottom left stair, I'm going to leave a gap of 1 and place a smooth red sandstone stair facing right. Below it, I'll have a block. Also left of that stair, I'll have a slab with a block below that, and then another block to the left of that one. From the center block of the row of 3, I'll have a birch plank in front. This is a Lloyd plush, I think? Something like that. That is just in the trash pile. So, I'm going to show you on the original what I did for this. So if you would like to copy it block for block, you can. This is it, basically. It's just a whole lot of garbage of colors and things. And yeah, I'll explain the ceiling. We will get to that in a second, and I can actually give you the exact, like, kind of shaping of it. Ignore me, by the way. But yeah, this is at least just what it looks like. You can see here. Just the one thing that I would make sure is the 2 things here that I told you how to make sure they're kind of sticking out like they are here. But again, it is hopefully easy to copy block for block if you want to, because it is so many of just different blocks. Like, no 2 blocks next to each other are the same. I mean, these diagonals, but yeah. And then there's this whole andesite mass, which I would definitely try to at least get something like this shape in, and same with this one here. But yeah. And then again, I will explain the texturing for the ceiling as well. But that's that. So, back in my version, you can get out the following for the ceiling. Basalt, smooth basalt, spruce fence gates, and we will need to actually make more of the spires, so you'll need purple concrete, magenta terracotta, warped planks, warped stairs. I'll start with the levers and warped fence, and we'll just save the copper bars for later. So from the back right-hand corner, this polished basalt, I'm going to count to the left by 4, and I'll replace this one with a basalt. Right of that, or left of that, sorry, another basalt with 1 in front. I'll then break 4 to the right of that basalt that will stay open. I'll break 1 forward. Forward diagonally left, forward, forward diagonally right, forward 3, then back diagonally left 2, left, forward diagonally left, forward, left, back diagonally left, back, back diagonally left, back, back diagonally left, and back again. Back diagonally right, right, forward diagonally right, and right. And all of this you can just break. So it should give you something like this. I'll have a couple patches of basalt that are kind of closer to the front side here. I'm not going to make these or explain these block for block, but if you want, it's just there, those blocks. And I'll have another one kind of on this corner that goes a little bit further back. Like this. And then I'll have 3 rows of fence gates that'll go fully across. The 2 rows closest to the front of the room I'll have spruce fence gates going across in. Make sure you kind of note where these blocks are in the center, and you just kind of go through them, quote unquote. And then if you take this row of 2 polished basalt on the right, you'll take this back block and bring it all the way across. Or alternatively, leaving 2 rows from the back and then the 3rd row forward, you'll bring all the way across like so. For the smooth basalt, it goes over top of the glass here, and it kind of just does a radius around it. Like it's maybe 3 blocks out on each side, or at least 3 blocks out on the left and the right, maybe like 2 forward on the front and back. I will again kind of just break the exact shape, but I'm not going to explain it more than that. Is it that? Yeah, it's like this, and it's being filled with smooth basalt. Again, I wouldn't worry about getting it exact, but... And if you want, you can also place basalts around the edges of this, just to kind of have a better transition. Maybe something like that. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't really make a huge difference either, though. Cool. Heading above this here, if you take the back right polished basalt, you're going to kind of up diagonally right place a purple concrete here. Extend it left with a purple, 4 magenta, purple, 4 magenta, purple. Repeat that until you are 1 block over, or I guess actually in line with the left wall here. That would do it. You'll then take that purple you started with, this one, and bring it kind of forward the same. So purple, 4 magenta, purple, 4 magenta, purple, 4 magenta, and a purple. Wow, that lines up perfectly on both. That's crazy. But anyway, these will actually be visible from the other side, so it's important that these exist, if that makes sense. First off, you can place a row of purple concrete on top of this, but we'll kind of deal with this also once we do that side. Essentially, what I would tell you is bringing this... If you take the back right purple, count forward 1, 3 purple moving forward, each brought right by 2. You will then leave a gap of, what is it, 5 or 6? A gap of 6 moving forward, 6, and you'll have these next 3 purple, or next 3 purple on top with 2 to the right. And then you would leave a gap of 6 again and do it again if you want to, but we don't actually have that there, but you will have to do that one eventually. And then going across on the back side here, I'm going to line up with this first purple, have a purple above that is brought both left and right by 1, back by 2 from each block, and then same thing here, the gap of... This one is actually a gap of 5. And then you should know the drill. Warp plank on top of each purple. Center 2 planks you're bringing up. Warp stair off of each side of that bottom plank. Levers kind of on each side of each plank, which is going to be on the sides here. And then for the corner planks, these levers are actually... For these 2 on the left side, they are pointed towards these stairs on the front and back. Like so, and then those 2 will be pointed the same way as the rest. These ones are just different because you can only see them from that one side. So I figured I would, you know, make it keen to that one side. So yeah, and then you would have the 2 warp fence on top of the top plank with the wax oxidized copper bar there. Cool. And then that'll be the end of the part, which is exciting. So next part, we will start the next area, which will be more of the same of this. But then after that area, we're done with this stuff. There will be no more of this kind of purple pillar shenanigans, Lord. So yeah, also you don't have purple carpet on here or anything. You can add it if you want, but I don't have it. But yeah, the next section is like a brick. The back wall is brick, but the front wall is this. And it goes further than the wall and stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff. But anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the gift shop and Indigo Park Chapter 1, Part 5 complete. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, we're certainly getting places. It's not bad to get that far done, though. Again, that next part will our next area will probably be 2 parts, and then it'll be onto the train ride, almost. I guess we're not quite there. Anyway, with that being said, though, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.